PhantomLimb here. And welcome to the stream. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I am getting an alert that my microphone is not getting any signal. Can you hear me? I know Tiz said hello, but I'm wondering if that's just because of the scene change and not because, okay, you can hear me. I was like, maybe Tiz is responding to the scene change because she knows that's when I come onto the microphone, but no, you can actually hear me good. I figured you would have been, but I also thought maybe you're just being extremely patient. Tiz, thank you so much for all of the hype at the very beginning of the stream. Welcome in. It's amazing to have you. Already need a sip of tea. You guys, we are recovering from being sick. I'm still not like 100% better. So if you know how I normally sound and I don't sound 100% like that, that is why. And I also haven't really been talking all that much. Not that I really talk that much in my day-to-day life anyway, but especially not. So we'll see how we do today, but I am excited to be here and to be here with all of you. Tiz is bopping with the creepers at the pool party. I love to see it. We also have Wolves here with a first time chat saying hi. Hi Wolves, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Tiz went to the zoo at the beginning of the summer. I was really hoping to see the wolves, but the zoo has a lot of hiding places for their animals. And unfortunately did not see any wolves. I'm sorry to read that, Tiz, that the wolves were in hiding. I was disappointed, but not mad. As an introvert, I respect when others want a little privacy, right? Hi, Phantom. Yes, I can hear you. I would have been yelling. Oh my gosh. Demands a refund for what? Oh, the wolves. Seabat, thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate you. If you want to post any drink emotes, feel free. Or emotes that have drinks in them. I don't know how many of those exist. I'm sure there's a lot though. Demands a refund for being sick. Wait, I don't get it. Y'all, we are gonna be on Truly Bedrock today. And the first thing I want to do is we need to build a cage for our Chicken Jockey. And we also need to breathe. Let me get my nose ready. My sinuses have been a little bit stuffed, but we are gonna go ahead and take an inhale. And an exhale. Thank you for that, thank you for that. Wishes the stream delay didn't ruin the timing of my trolling. Well, also, there's like the timing of that, and then there's the timing of when I read it, which is a whole nother thing. Which is why sometimes in the moment, the message is really good, but then if the streamer doesn't read it in that moment, then sometimes they'll read it later, and then it'll be like, wait, this makes no sense. Or it actually, have you ever sent a message, like I'm sure everyone sent a message in someone's chat when it was like really poignant for what they just said, but then they go off and they say something different and it becomes like something like actually like not good anymore for the next thing. And then you're like, oh no, oh no, oh no, they're gonna think that that's because I'm responding to that now, and that's actually a really bad response to that. It was a really good response to what they first said, but now that's a really bad response. I've done that before. his banned stream delay for the stream, right? So I've been in this corner. I've been in the corner, AFKing for iron, and I got a lot, and I also got this much because, yeah, I got a shulker box. Look at my ender chest. What? Can you believe that? They're all empty, mostly. But yeah, we have shulker boxes, and I've been collecting amethysts. Been collecting some amethyst crystals while also AFKing for iron down here at Noob Corp. Actually, I'm gonna Silk Touch these. That's what I decided, because Silk Touch provides more options in the future. Because I can keep them as crystals, or I could fortune them later. The whole thing. That's at least 3 times the shulkers I have. Well, apparently you haven't been to the shopping district and purchased some shulkers from Obi. Because I do believe they are very affordable there. And these shulkers are also affordable. They were 2 diamonds for 5 shulker boxes, which I felt like was really good. At least I think that's what the price was. Or was it 2 diamonds? Was it 2 diamonds for 5 or 1 diamond for 5? I forget what I paid. It might have been 2 diamonds for 5, which makes a little bit more sense early game. But also, once you have a shulker farm, then all of a sudden, they're basically free. So much potential right there, for real. All the potential storage, and I started to color code them. That's fine for now. That satisfied my need to harvest some since they were all full. I have also been trying to kill the cats because the cats have escaped from the iron farm somehow. And they were dying, now they're no longer dying. There's always 2 cats. I don't know how many cats belong to an iron farm, if it's 2, if it's 4, if it's whatever. Oh my gosh, I got a Ted. It's kind of sad. Ragdoll cat head block. The cats will despawn? Oh, okay. Phantoms and cats are enemies, didn't you know this? I kind of want the cat head though. I don't know why, but maybe it'll be useful later. You only needed to kill them when they didn't despawn back in the day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how these things have changed now. But I started to color code some things. So we have a firework box. We have a charcoal, coal, torch box. That's gonna be my torch box. There's a zombie that's very, very loud near me. And very distracting. It's probably over there. Or it might be the one that's with the villagers. An easy source of string. It really is. Iron farms were so broken back then. They really were. My pink shulker box is kind of like my idea of like a survival box. So I'm trying to put things in here where they're like necessities. So we have like an infinite water source. We could start growing trees if we need. I should probably put some bones. I want to put like a stack of bone blocks in here. We have emergency food, emergency wood, emergency wool, emergency cobble. Because cobble is actually really useful in survival situations. I don't remember exactly why, but it is. And I should probably put a lava source in there too. Or maybe 2 lava, probably 1 lava source. And then we did end up buying a beacon. I ended up mining for some diamonds. Bought a beacon, so I'm super happy about that. And yeah, been AFKing for some iron. And I also went ahead and fully enchanted my helmet. And we also got a fully enchanted diamond chest plate now with protection 4. Because, you know, we have like a whole guild and coming against us, and we have a bounty on our heads, and so we need to have actual armor with protection and diamonds. And I want it to be netherite, but right now it's diamonds. Okay, we just got it from better from iron. So the next step will be netherite. You wonder why there's a bounty? For no reason whatsoever. Unfounded. This is totally the Minecrafter that leans back in my rocker and says, back in my day. And the thing is, we can totally be that too. I've also officially named Sofa. Yep. For some reason, his name's in the middle of his head. Oh wait, let me put the cat head away. Because we don't need that right now. The gas hitboxes are still weird. I am working on a map art too. Not that one. This one. But you could see that I've only done the outline and I've done some of the corners. And this is also kind of why I needed the beacon, because I was in the end and I was trying to flatten out this area. And y'all, it takes so long to mine endstone without a beacon, and it became too much. I was almost just going to put the map art on top of the terrain as it is. I wasn't gonna flatten it, I was just gonna put it on top. But it was gonna look so crazy that I was like, it's also gonna take forever, because map arts take so long. So it was gonna take forever, and then it was also gonna look crazy, and I was like, you know what, let me do it right. I need to do this right. Oh, the purple marks? The purple marks are forest flowers, forest plants that I haven't cut down yet. Here you go, spider. No, that's not the right way. Look, the mob farm's working. Oh, you know? Oh, okay. Sorry. The only thing is, if we're gonna put a beacon down here to do some digging, will it work if I put it up above me? No, right? The beam has to be on your Y level, if I'm remembering correctly. It won't work if it's above you, right? I'm glad you chose troll today. We love troll. It will, but a shorter range. Shall I dig straight up from here and just see what's right above us? Yeah, right? What's the center of this? I mean, it could also help us to get the chicken in here to begin with. Oh, so I forgot that this is a 2-block center here, so that's the center. I thought it was proximity to the actual beacon block. I think it's proximity to the beam, which is why you want to plant your beacons at the lowest Y level in your world so that it gets the most range. That's what I've heard. I bet you it's just ocean above us, I think. I could just go outside and look, but I don't know why. I kind of like doing this. Only 50 below. Here's the water. Oh, it's a cave. Okay, okay. And what else? Nothing else. We're just gonna drown. Yeah, I put respiration and aqua affinity and whatnot. Oh, I know what to do. I guess I have to go like this. Wait, this isn't the way to do this. Wait, can I can't do this, can I? There's some way to do this. There we go. I solved the mystery. I shouldn't just make too tall holes in the world where mobs can spawn and just stay there forever. Well, not forever, because, you know, despawning is the thing now, thank God. But back in my day, mobs didn't despawn. They would gather in dark caves and congregations and like, destroy your world slowly. Just like those wandering trader llamas. Those things are evil. Or they were at one point. Don't tell Merely. So planting the beacon around 0 should be good for digging the build. I'm just getting the beacon beams. I'm just gonna put the beacon in the middle of the ring. Is what I decided, and then I'm just doing this for the beams' sake. I'm hoping that there's ocean, or I'm hoping I'm not destroying anything by building directly up from here. I don't know. I'm putting a torch at my feet to like break up any gravity blocks that might fall on my head during this process. Flotillas of wandering trader llamas in the ocean. Bigger than the great garbage patch. I forget what that thing's called. That's the Minecraft equivalent. Okay, we're getting close to sea level, I believe. Although, I feel like we would have hit water by now. Oh. Hello? Okay, well this is good to know. Maybe we can make some kind of like secret entryway to the fight club from like right here somehow. Or whatever. I don't know. Could be an idea. One that doesn't involve going through my house. Maybe, I don't know. Always makes me think of Evo slowly filling his entire base with llamas. I remember that. this is gonna be the challenge, isn't it? Oh no, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Although, oh yeah, all the water's gonna pour in. Is this a problem? I need a piece of glass. I got a leak in the ceiling. Now the ring is flooded. Alright, well, you wanted a water battle, you know. In ancient Rome, they would flood the Colosseum for ship battles. So this is like the equivalent of that. The property damage to the wooden floor. What's the floor actually made out of though? Wouldn't it be like what's that material called? Marley? Something? Mushroom stem? Yeah, also that, probably. No, I'm talking about like real life, like boxing rings. What's the material? I came in here for glass, and it's really funny, in my glass chest, I have this double chest for glass. I have one piece of regular glass. So, and it's perfect. That's all I need. Oh, that was smooth. The mid. Okay, there we go. Let's go here. Okay, this is exciting because this is my first beacon activation of the world. Where is it? Okay. Hello. I know the first one is a 9x9, but I don't remember how many blocks that means. It has to be out from the center. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more. So it's 4 blocks from the center one for future reference. Okay, I'm putting the beacon here because we're going to dig out the ceiling a little bit more. And in the center of the ring, I would like to put in some kind of container to hold a chicken jockey, as if it were like being threatened to be dropped down onto the ring. Although I don't think it's actually going to ever be dropped down into the ring. It's just going to be up there. And so it had me thinking, I mean, originally I was thinking it would be a cage, and then I would use some kind of iron bar. And I was thinking originally I would probably use some spruce trapdoors for the floor of the cage, but now I'm thinking I might want to be able to see what's inside from down here. Google says canvas or vinyl. Canvas being more traditional and professional. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for looking that up, Seabat. Now we're gonna, I know I put that glass there, but that's actually pointless because as soon as I go like this, boom. Okay, bye glass. What are we gonna do though? Because this is gonna be so messy. You know what we have to do? I have to put the glass up here. Aha, I figured it out. Oh no, that's not where it works. Okay, no, never mind, never mind. Take it back, take it back. Actually, it has to be here. That's how that works. Okay, don't mind me, don't mind me. There we go. And now I kind of want scaffolding, not gonna lie. This is an actual time where I want scaffolding, but let's say moss will do. Moss. I'm like, is this faster? I mean, it's faster on the tough for sure. The tough being Instamine is nice, but... yeah, so maybe the stage, I'm gonna call it the stage all the time. The stage is water resistant. So, I'm sure that water didn't cause too much damage to the property. One of vinyl's perks is moisture resistance, but moisture and water resistance is different. Bro. Why can't the deep slate be like the tough, you know? So satisfying. So I'm not sure what to put this Chicken Jockey in as far as a container goes, because I want to be able to see what's inside of the container from the stage, and I'm afraid I can't see through a spruce trapdoor. I feel like that's a problem. Isn't he gonna fall through iron bars? I can put iron bars on the sides, but what about the bottom? Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to change the walls of the enclosure because he's going to be put into it very soon. So I kind of need to get the enclosure done today, and then it's probably not gonna change because, well, I mean, I don't know. It'll probably just be what it is. Glass. So for glass, then, I was thinking if I were gonna do glass, then maybe putting him inside of a glass bottle? Like a potion bottle type thing? We said the bottom had to be spruce trapdoor, and why not one they can easily look through? I mean, I said originally that my idea was that it would be a cage with spruce trapdoors on the bottom and iron bars. So then I said I can't see through the spruce trapdoor, so that presents a problem. And then, I mean, If you want to make a suggestion, feel free. This says glass. I did think about glass, and I'm thinking if I do glass, I want to put them in like a bottle of some kind, or that's what makes sense to me. I wouldn't want it to just be like a glass box. I want to be hanging from the ceiling in some kind of container. I know, I was thinking that too, like if the trapdoor accidentally gets flipped open, or maybe not accidentally, but it's just easy to flip open to cause problems. If you want the bottom to be trapdoor, if you want the bottom to be a trapdoor in case you want to drop something from it, or the shape. Uh-huh. I would say copper, cherry, or oak for visibility. We don't want to drop something from it. I'm trying to think of what the cherry trapdoor looks like, and I can't remember. Iron trapdoors? Iron trapdoors could be an idea. I feel like it's a little bit too difficult to see through, but you can still see through them, true. I don't know, it's tough because I kind of see it. I see the vision is like the chicken jockey in a cage. I just don't know how that's gonna work like in the real world here. Yeah, that part has me a little bit stuck. I kind of want to see like what we have done, just so that I know what direction we need to go in and how extensively I need to be removing the ceiling right now. I have a feeling I need to be removing the ceiling from like all around where the bleachers are. Well, crimson is like the type of wood we're using in here. If going back to the iron bar idea, it may not fall through if it's a circle of iron bars. I think things can fall through there. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by a circle of iron bars. Right, I mean, that's definitely more of an effect that we want, which is some height around here. I think we do need to lift up the ceiling more in the other levels, but not like crazy high. Like 4 iron bars like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, like right next to each other. Like a quote-unquote circle of them. That's what I meant that as, where it's like, then there's like a space in the middle here. Like that's how you, and like glass panes do the same thing. That's how you isolate, that's a method I've used to isolate pillager spawns in a outpost. Because of things spawning on the corner of blocks and stuff. Okay, I should put this poker on top of my beacon right now. Rested on the beacon. Put that inside. Alright, let's get rid of a lot of the ceiling over here. I normally would want to switch over to my fortune pickaxe for this, but we could use a little bit of regular deep slate, I'm sure. Why not? It'll be good to have. You can tell I'm tired, I've done that countless times too. Hope I didn't neglect to build a wall in some parts because of this, but I don't think I did that. I'll also have to be cautious not to accidentally mine into my mob farm. You know you're onto something? Okay. I feel like you don't, I don't know why, but I feel like you don't like the glass bottle idea. Is because you haven't said, yes, that's a great idea. It makes me think you don't really like it. Is that true? I just realized I haven't had dinner yet. Do I make dinner or is it too late in the night? No, you have to eat. You should eat something. What if you did like breakfast for dinner and you just had like something quick and easy like eggs and toast or something, and it's not like too crazy big dinner, like not gonna mess you up or anything. But like if I eat now, I'll definitely break my sleep schedule. Really? Why? Because you won't be able to sleep? Oh no, I broke my mob farm. I can eat like before bed and be fine. I guess it depends on what you eat though. What I eat. Usually I'm like snacking on something. I have a very difficult time going to sleep hungry. A tube, like a test tube. I know, it doesn't really fit into a fight club at all. That's the reason that... I mean, it just fits into Minecraft because it's like a... I would try to make it look like the Minecraft item of the glass bottle. That's all I got on that. That's why we need the cage. I'm afraid it'll fall through. We can test and create if it'll fall through the iron bars. It's an idea that's still on the list. It will. Bad. What if we used iron bars and glass panes? No, it still will, right? I do kind of like the idea that it's able to move around freely inside of the cage. Not freely, you know. Freely inside of the cage. What's up, Mart? How are you? Oh, welcome into the chat. I'm doing well, thank you. Trying to dig out some of the ceiling here, give us a little bit more height to work with. Do I play on Bedrock Versus? No, I'm not aware of what that is. What is that? Or is that what you were trying to say? Oh, Bedrock version? Yeah, Bedrock version, yeah. Excuse me, so I didn't understand what you meant at first. Yeah, this is Bedrock Edition. I'm playing on the Truly Bedrock SMP at the moment. And we started in this world like couple months ago, 2 months ago, 7 weeks ago. Depending on how accurate you like to be. Idea, which you would need to slightly modify the theming of the Fight Club, multiple test tubes, different monsters, control panel, audience to launch different mob up, test tubes. That's a cool idea. But yeah, a little bit more like science lab type idea. Not exactly what I'm going for, but I love it. Maybe in a different, either a different season or maybe a different storyline in this one. Or who knows where this could go. Who doesn't like a mad scientist turn? Well, maybe it'll be a boxer turn mad scientist. I could see the story arc maybe going that way. I do have a Bedrock SMP, which is joinable Phantom SMP. If you are interested, you can find out more information and apply through our Discord server. Although it does take a little bit of time to apply, but it's free to play on. So there's that. Would love to have you on the Discord. But also, if you just want to hang out in chat here too, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for those links, Tiz. Appreciate you. This big cobble deep slate wall here is our mob farm, so we can't really do anything to that except for put blocks on top of it. And we could maybe switch out the wall if we really wanted to, but we don't really want to. If you don't have Discord, no worries. There should be some kind of enchantment that they add to the game that makes Deepslate Instamine. And it doesn't have to be efficiency 6, it could be like specifically an enchantment only for like Deepslate. I don't know what it would be called. Maybe it could be added to the Ancient City loot, but definitely need like Instamine Deepslate. Especially since the whole world is like made out of it. Like, we used to have Instamine Stone. I mean, we still have Instamine Stone, but the world was made of stone. I could Instamine the world if I wanted to. Is there another way you can join? Unfortunately not. Just because Discord is like our main source of communication and everything. Peter! Hello. How are you? Are you still alive, Peter? Welcome into the stream. I am getting over being sick the last week, so I haven't... my first time being live in like 7 days. It's crazy. You are? Okay, good. I'm glad. We missed the Phantom. I missed myself. No, it was bad. I was very sick for like 2-3 days. I don't do too well when I'm sick either. I get really sad for myself. You know what it is though? It's a good reminder that we need to take care of ourselves, because basically I was like way over exerting myself and I was pushing myself like way too much for too long, and then that's what happens. Are you sure you're alive, Peter? My AI bot says I am. I asked Peter that because Peter's playing on one shot, T-Bat, and yeah. It's Peter's first season on one shot, so I wanted to know if he's still alive, and also had some misfortune happen to him on Legends early on, so I just wanted to, you know, check in. I hadn't seen him on stream. I was recovering. I was recovering from my ailments both seasons. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to you on season 1. I want some night vision potion. That would be nice. Season 1, I died in the spider glitching out of a trident killer. Did you know they did that? Spiders glitch out. What kind of trident killer is it? Is it one of those crazy trapdoor trident killers that everyone loves these days? Because I don't trust those. I look at those with some side eye and I say, I don't trust you, trapdoor trident killer. The observer ones? Oh, okay. Well, those spiders be glitchy, I guess. Look, we found diamonds, you guys! Look at that. Diamonds in our ceiling. And we have a zombie? That's not good. That's not good. Where'd he come from? Where'd that zombie come from? Sir? I feel like the stadium is under construction, and someone is wandering into a construction site over here, trying to figure out if they can use the bathroom. And like, no, you cannot, okay? This is not public right now. What One Shot is teaching me is we need a better community area at the start of the world. Interesting. Well, for me, that was the Savannah Village. I mean, the Savannah Village was huge for me and a lot of people I know in the early game. I definitely love the collective aspect of those servers where everyone's kind of like really working to like build everyone up together, right? I mean, I guess that's not, can't really say that. I mean, it's a generalization. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a generalization for the most part. Of course, people will always go do their own thing. Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's also no point in having like everyone have their own iron farm, for instance, because it's also only like a month long, right? One of my issues at the moment, or not issues, what word am I trying to say? One of the things that I'm trying to figure out is what kind of container to put a chicken jockey in above this fighting ring. That's going to allow us to see the chicken jockey while we are in the ring, and then also look like a cage, like a whole thing. Okay, I'm going to, I guess I'm going to reclaim this moss, and then I'm going to reuse it. What a glass Pac-Man ghost. Glass Pac-Man ghost. That seems complicated to achieve at this scale. And the weak can die on their own. Just kidding. I assume the people of their own are still amazing. Seabat. So you wouldn't be one person on their own, would you, Seabat? No, when Seabat's in a hardcore world, he runs into the Nether to go punch some skeletons without any armor on, or tries to punch his way into a trial chamber that's underwater with no enchantments or anything on. Oh, you fought the Enderman with iron armor? Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. What are we gonna call this Deepslate enchantment, though? They could call it intensity. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. I was trying to think of it kind of was like density. You tend to like being alone in Minecraft world, but not because you're against community stuff. I'm just an introvert that doesn't want to bother anyone. Well, the only person you bothered, didn't you plant some sweet berries on the Phantomverse hardcore challenge that ended up killing Callum? That was crazy. I need a lot of space too, says Tiz. I'm pretty sure Seabat was doing just a little, what he thought was a little bit of gardening on our hardcore challenge that we had on the Phantomverse Discord, and Callum logs back in to being in the middle of all these sweet berries and ends up dying in them. It was some weird bug stuff on top of that. Oh, okay. Like he couldn't move around or something, or get out of the situation, or see his character or something. Right. I've died quite a few times in this world already. Quite a few. I don't know how many exactly. We could look, but I also think it would be fun if we like tried to guess. Before I lurk, Pyro says, I want to let you know I have the Phantom Carrot resource pack now. Happy to send it to you if you want. Yes, please. Would love that. Thank you, Pyro. Oh, appreciate you. And I appreciate you lurking too. The Phantom Carrot resource pack has something to do with me and Carrot and Pyfro. Casual Carrot, if anyone's wondering. Me and Casual Carrot and Pyfro. And now there is a Phantom Carrot resource pack. Take a sip of tea. Oh my gosh, I found more diamonds. What? Say what? I could buy a whole nother beacon now. This beacon just paid for itself. Beacons are only 9 diamonds. First of all, like I said, I was in the end. I was working on this map art, and I was losing all hope. I was losing hope, and then I saw this beacon shop, and I was like, oh my god. This is my dream come true, literally. And only 9 diamonds. I also only had 0 diamonds to my name at the time. I had 0 diamonds. So I went mining. Half an hour later, I had like 12 diamonds, okay? Because of course, I found a vein of diamonds, and there was like 6 pieces of ore, and then I ended up getting 8 diamonds out of it, and I needed 1 more, so then I had to do a whole nother mining session for like 1 more iron vein. I mean, diamond vein. It's the whole thing. I don't really want to join the Discord servers at the moment because too many find me on Discord and DM me. I don't really want to join more Discord servers. We should just be friends on Discord, Pyfro, right? I'll send you a friend request. Lurk time. Appreciate you. No, not that, says Seabat. I swear I saw Callum logged into the world the day I was placing the berries, and he wasn't anywhere at spawn when I planted them before. I'm pretty sure he logged in and in the berries. That's what I remember, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll have to ask him if we see him again. Or also, like, I don't know what you can send and not send on Twitch Whispers, but a lot of times I forget that I can even send messages on Twitch. I'm like, oh yeah, I can talk to people on here, but like, do people actually have like full-on long conversations in Twitch Whispers? Because I don't. feel like most of my online communication is done on Discord. Bro. For short sticky note type messages, yeah, not like conversations. At least that's not how I use it. You know, I'm sure there are those people out there that have like, oops, okay, bye pickaxe, I guess. I suppose I'll pick up these blocks. I was kind of letting them despawn, being a little bit lazy, but we have so much Deepslate, and honestly, I have no plans for this. Deepslate, so it's kind of like, why do I keep all this? Why would I keep all of this? Okay, so what you're saying is I was right, Seabat. Okay, got it. You're saying the world showed someone logged in when they weren't logged in and their body wasn't in the world. The world showed someone logged in when they weren't. I feel like the opposite happens a lot. Wait, logged in when they weren't. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen. There was a long time where you would be loading into the world and your player would be in the world, but you wouldn't be in control of your player yet. And like the player could like take damage and die and all those things, and that was a big problem, but I'm pretty sure that's been fixed. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure our favorite song just came on, so I'm gonna turn it up. Because it's our favorite song, so I'll turn it up. Now, in addition to the container for the Chicken Jockey, we need a place for our announcers to go. For the fight, our fight announcers, what are they called? Commentators? Is that what they're called? Sports commentators? We need the sports commentator booth. For the record, he never blamed Seabat. Exactly. Yeah, no. I'm just teasing Seabat about what happens. I'm just teasing Seabat about what happened. Me personally. The loading in bug is what got Callum in combination with the berries though. Now I'm questioning what I said earlier that day when I was planting the berries. No worries. Am I causing you stress? I was just teasing you. I need to make a giant statue with all of this deep slate or something. I'm also gonna take all this down and restart because it's gonna distract me. Okay, cool. You're just confused by what you saw. That's good. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. Okay, cool. Now that that's all down, and regroup. It's true. It did make for a funny death message. It was, is that the death message that says prick to death, or is that the one that you get from a cactus? Okay. Okay, so this over here is way too flat. You would have preferred a berry bush death rather than a boring creeper death? No, I mean... Creeper death is... It's not boring. It's very exciting. And like, creeper death, I feel like it's very iconic in Minecraft, but I feel like also it doesn't happen to everyone. I don't know. How often do you get to die to a creeper, right? The last time you died to a creeper was probably a long time ago. Or that. It's kind of fun, right? Because they take you by surprise. The only problem is, there you go, John. I would have told a tall tale of how I fought the berry bush valiantly. Yeah, exactly. Like, you would have had all of these bruises and scratches and stuff on you and be like, oh my god, Tiz, what happened to you? Yeah, that berry bush was the worst berry bush on this side of the Andes. I don't know. Put the berries around your house, Tiz. Actually, do it. I'm endorsing. That's true too. Although, because, like, Tiz might be nice to you at the beginning. So I say take advantage of that, Seabat, and plant some berry bushes. That's why I was auctioning my stuff to restart. I'm enjoying the survival aspect of Minecraft. Yeah, we still have to do your auction. If you want to still. The next hardcore world is gonna be a prank war between me and Tiz. Oh, I thought you were talking about on Phantom SMP. You were just gonna plant some berries around her house as a joke. That's what I was saying. Yo, what's up, Micmac? How are you? You're watching from a phone where you can't see part of the right side of the screen. Well, at the moment I have a moss block in my hand and I am placing it down, switching to my pickaxe. I'm just gonna tell you everything that's in my right hand. It's fine. Can you see the 9th item in my hotbar? That's what I need to know. No, I'm not doing Phantom SMP. I don't have the gear to clean up a prank yet. You don't have the gear to clean up a few berry bushes, all you need is your fist. Or a couple cute foxes that won't actually clean it up, they'll just eat the berries and then run away. You can see that? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We are mining out some of our ceiling here around the boxing arena. Give us a little bit more drama in our elevation. You do understand there's more pranks than just Berry Bush that Tiz might do, like a massive build. Oh, well the good thing is, you know, Tiz will clean up all pranks. He does. This is a responsible prankster. You remember what happened underneath my house? My surprise, residents inside my house. What are they called? They were squatting in my basement for probably a year at least. That was crazy. That was a good one. Oh my god, the amazing hidden content on the right side of the screen. If you guys, right now, if you put in the code on the right side of the screen into the chat, you will get $1 million. But it's on the right side of the screen. Oh my gosh. They loved your basement? They did. I had to like move a creaking in there though and stuff. There's a whole river there now. There's a creaking and there's a creek. The code on the right side of the screen. Nah, we're just trolling Micmac. Why are we like this? You will win a rare Magic the Gathering card. Now you're talking. We need to clear some headspace over these bleachers. Get rid of this bit altogether. Like, I know this beacon is helping, but it's not helping enough, okay? It's not helping as much as I want it to. And therefore, like I said, we need an enchantment. We need an enchantment, or we need a super beacon. What happened to your phone? Is that your phone? You just said a phone or a device that you can't see, but is it yours? Did something happen to your phone? Did you wash it in the dishwasher accidentally? Did you have it in your pocket and then you ironed your pants and it broke your phone? Or did you look at my past response? I dropped it from like a foot. This is dumb. Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna come up with more creative ways that you could have broken it. That were like slightly unlikely, just slightly. No, it was lame. It's always that lame way though, like you'll drop it from an escalator and it'll bounce down every single step and then like do all this crazy stuff and it'll be like not scratched at all, and then it'll be ringing and it'll fall off like your nightstand or some like really low height, and then the whole thing is broken. Yeah, get out of here, planks. Get out of here. I think I've only ever heard of one person with a non-lame way that they got their phone broken, though it was still a dumb way for a phone to break. It's like a cool way to break your phone. Okay, that seems good. Although now we have to change these down here to tiles. You've never broken a phone? Like this, you never like cracked a screen before? Okay, we need to raise that up more. You've never cracked a screen? What? What? This phone is Bubble Boy. It's in a bubble. It's in one of those like flotation, those floaty things you put on your arms when you're young to like help you float in the pool. That's what the phone is around, inside of all the time. Or this phone is made out of stone. That could also be. There's some like advanced technology from the future that it's just like a stone. It's like we went back to the stone tablet, but it's like I don't know, it's one of those options. You invest in a good case. Oh, okay, that's what it is too. That makes sense. That makes sense. See, I don't have a case on my phone. So that also could be why. It's still called a stone tablet, weirdly enough. No, wait. I know it's called a tablet. It's not a stone tablet. Are you talking about my hypothetical creation? My futuristic phone? Y'all, it is time for us to run our prediction. And if anyone does not know what our prediction is, I am going to pillar up on a stack of crafting tables, and then I will see what the Dispenser of Doom has in store for us and attempt to land on a single block or a wall or a fence using my Elytra. And you will be able to put your channel points on the line, whether or not you think I can land on a single block. Let's see what fate has in store for us today. Ebat's mom a few years back, FYI, after finishing packing, close the door, went to close the door, thought it was shut fully, because the nature of the trip going to Seattle is a very major doctor's. Okay. So she pushed harder and harder to close. Then when we got to Seattle, settled in, dropping off my brother and dad, we opened the back of the car and discovered when it wasn't closed fully, her phone was in the way and now shattered. Oh no. It wouldn't shut fully. Yeah. Just slamming her door. I mean, slamming her phone in the car door, thinking that it's the car door's like fault or whatever. That it's not shutting. Yep. See, I did that one time with a screen door at my house, my childhood home. And it wasn't a phone that was in the door, like keeping it open. It was my brother's fingers. And yeah, I slammed his fingers in the door a couple times because I didn't know why it wouldn't close all the way. I remember that. I felt really, really bad. Yeah. Yvette's mom showed the phone who's boss for real. Slamming fingers in a door is horrible. It really is. I've recently slammed my fingers like in a door. It was one of those. It was a drawer. I slammed my finger in a drawer, and then in the same day, I was quickly like closing my window and just like I was way too strong with my movement and the window, and it smashed my hand between itself and the windowsill. You leave now, bye McMac. Okay, so the zombies are coming from over there. Okay, now we know the source. At least. That's where they're coming from. Oh, okay, right up the bleachers. So at least we know that the bleachers are good. Yeah, McMac, before you go, just use the code on the right side of the screen. See bet. Oh, you're terrible. Terrible, but so funny at the same time. Uh-oh. Moss doesn't go there. Checking in on the prediction, we have 1,700 channel points that we will land on a single block versus 500 at the moment. Team we believe is coming in strong, beating out team number 2. Team number 2, you do get some free hand fans for joining, courtesy of Seabat. Pick up my bird child, no hurting. Wait, what do you mean? What's your bird child? Okay. Bro person. Interesting. That makes me think of those scary minion creatures from Power Rangers. Something like that. Okay, well that was a successful flight. It's difficult to fly around in a cave like this. I can't like land on this moss because these rockets are way too powerful sometimes. When you're in close quarters, flight duration 1 rocket, it's just too strong. This is what Jade and Jen were talking about half rockets for. Sometimes you really do just need like a half rocket. In my eyes, a raven and a crow are the same thing. I know they're not the same, but I just said in my mind they're like the same thing. Or I think I didn't. I think I took out the word like. So I said they are the same thing, but they're like closely associated. There's a close association in my brain of the two. No. Okay. I'm sorry. They're so different from each other. Ravens are way cooler. I'm realizing I forgot to turn the music back down after the favorite song, and I always do that. Which almost makes me... It makes me like not want to like turn it up because I'm like, oh, every time I turn up the music, I forget to turn it back down. I need like a reminder to turn it back down, or... But then it's like, I should just remember that. I don't know. Or maybe I should set a timer. I literally forget every single time. Ravens are larger and a wedge-shaped tail, a more powerful curved beak, while crows have a fan-shaped tail and a smaller, straighter beak. Okay, yeah, you're right. They're totally different from each other. You didn't hear the music? Okay. Oh my gosh, my pickaxe is about to die. I have to switch over. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I broke this pickaxe, but I would be really mad at myself. And I don't know, sometimes I can be really mad at myself. Which isn't always the best. Somehow the zombie can run up these bleachers. It looked like the zombie just walked up these bleachers, no issue. But I have to jump. Seems wrong. They must be more flexible than me. See, look how much deep slate we have. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure we got like a double chest today. Yeah, that's not where the tough goes. All this stuff, I need to clean this out because this is a little bit crazy and a mess and like unnecessary for it to be like that. But my storage solution, I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do with my storage solution. But right now, our beginner storage, it's still working for us. I did put a bunch of chests into the house, into our bedroom. But I have yet to kind of like move all my stuff over there. Partly because we're still working underground here, so it kind of makes sense that my stuff would be close by to this area. And then maybe once we start building a lot of our base above ground and over the ocean, that's when I'm slowly going to be moving all of those blocks that we'll need into the house and kind of do it that way, maybe. Just use the storage system for what we need in the given moments and do it that way. Okay, so I'm really gonna switch out my pickaxe now instead of just saying that I am. I need to keep it on me to be able to pick up my ender chest and stuff. Just add copper golems so that they can move all my stuff. Second, I have to adjust the positioning in my chair. 1 second. Okay. I don't know, if I'm sitting in this position for like 2 hours straight, then my lower back has been starting to hurt in a weird way, so I don't know. Maybe I should like get up and stretch every so often. Probably start incorporating some kind of break schedule in or something. I don't know. Like a new development. I don't know how useful these copper golems are actually going to be. We'll have to see. I'm sure there's gonna be more iterations of them before they're finally released. I'd be very surprised if they were released in their current iteration. I do have my sit-stand desk. I've been sitting for streams. I know before when I was doing like all 4-hour streams, I would do standing for 2 hours and sitting for 2 hours. But now I'm like back to like working full time and stuff, and I'm like, I am on my feet a lot. So that's why I started to like sit for streams, because like I'm on my feet all day. And then I can't stand to like stand. I can't then stand for like another like 3 hours or two or 3 hours after that. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. The prediction is almost halfway over and we don't have any movement since the initial bets that we have on there. We still have 1,700 points versus 500. Perhaps everyone who's voted is in on it, but if anyone is still on the fence about being in on the prediction, you still have time to put some channel points in there and make something of this, right? Will we be able to balance the scales? So team number 2 will have the same amount as team number 1. Yeah, and not just standing, but like moving a lot. I want to be able to see, but then I need to mine that too. So it's like it's a whole thing. I feel like I broke some kind of light source there because it got a lot darker. I'm very excited to see all of these entries on our Dispenser of Doom competition. We are going to be using the Dispenser of Doom in this prediction. Inside there is some crafting tables, some walls, and a fence that we could have to potentially land on. And we did have a competition on our Discord. If anyone wanted to build like their own interpretation of what a Dispenser of Doom could mean to them, and we left it very open to interpretation on purpose, and I haven't really gone on and seen what people have built, so we just have completed the amount of time that people have to build. So I need to compile all of the submissions and like get that ready for the voting and stuff, but I'm looking forward to see what everyone has. And we're going to do a vote on the different builds to see which one is going to be built in this world. And I'm trying to think of where I want to put the Dispenser of Doom in this world. I want to put it somewhere cool. But the inspiration for where to put it has not struck me yet. And I'm waiting for that moment where inspiration strikes, or someone suggests that idea that I just really, really like, and it has to be type of thing. So yeah, I'm still trying to think of that. Yeah, it might be once. Yeah, I also think, yeah, once it's been chosen, that could help. That could help for sure. Did my brother ever send his submission in DMs? No, not yet. But I realized that I realized that I didn't go about that in the best way because I didn't have the server updated when I asked people to send me the things. And also, I probably should have, I think in the future, I don't know. Well, this is a learning curve. A learning opportunity. I didn't really set out plots for people to build in, just kind of gave a flat world and people could kind of build anywhere, which maybe was a little bit too chaotic. But we'll see. Maybe it also worked out. I don't know. Still have to go in there and look at all of them. There's like a bunch of rocks just jutting out of the ceiling over here that I need to remove. People were very respectful of each other's spaces. Yeah, but I mean, for my purposes of like knowing where the builds are, I have to fly around and like, who knows if it's comprehensive because someone could have flown 1,000 blocks out that I just don't see off the bat. But if I have a distinct area for people to build in, then they have to build there, and I know where the builds are. On top of like, yeah, making sure people have enough space and stuff. I kind of didn't want to delineate how much space people had for it though. I wanted it to be very open and free and whatnot. Sometimes it bothers me that I have to like build my build in this like square box that you gave me, and it's right next to this other person's build, and I don't know. There's pros and cons to it from the different perspectives. You think that a plot would be nice for future building? Really? Because of the reasons that I stated? What reasons would you have for wanting a plot as one of the builders? For feedback purposes, so I can understand what it's like to like not have one. I feel like a simple 150 by 150. That's crazy. That's a huge area. That's like more than sim distance. Oh, well, when it comes to the Dispenser of Doom, though, I didn't want to limit you on size. Like, if you wanted to build, like, the biggest thing ever, like, you could. You could go for it. Build the biggest thing ever. It didn't have to be within any kind of... yeah, 150 by 150 might have been big enough to... compass whatever someone might have put in there. Not suggesting plot sizes. I'm not suggesting plots. You were suggesting plots. Build project. I need to gather up 3 or 4 other people and build 1,000 by 1,000 build. Yeah, well, I did make a plot, Seabat. It's the Farlands is the border of the plot. So you have about a million by million plot. That's all. So that's I gave you just a really big plot. It's called a Minecraft world. There we go. That's the solution. Just give everyone their own world. Oh my gosh, I found more diamonds! What? This is amazing! Is that diamonds too? No, I think that's andesite. Oh no, that is diamonds. Ah. Okay, new plan. The ceiling is just gonna be all diamond ore blocks. Let's go. That got us 10. That's enough for another beacon. The prediction is almost over, although it has not also moved in a while, so I do assume that maybe potentially everyone who has voted in the prediction is going to vote, but if you are still thinking about participating, your time is running out. There's a good amount of stone that we need to remove over here. At that point, what's the point of hosting a server for build competitions? There wouldn't be. It'd be better for people to have their own. Exactly, it would be. No, I'm just gonna like pay for like 10 different servers. It's just a joke. I thought we're just taking the joke too far, right? didn't necessarily want this to be a totally square room. I know I ended up with some like square walls. There's a corner forming over there that I don't really like. Gotta get rid of all this. Okay. This is the only good thing about using actual scaffolding is all you have to do is break the bottom one and then it all falls down. Although punching moss is a fun activity. I want the tough. I also want to figure out a way to be able to like jump onto the what you call these? Onto the ropes. Jump onto the ropes and then jump onto like another person. Like WWE style. One of those things where we did a lot, but you can't really tell that we did a lot because it just still looks like a cave. But we did a lot of like removal. I mean, it feels way more open in here. Part of me wants to have some kind of design in the ceiling. Like I want to make it a dome and then put some kind of like, I'm just going like this back and forth because I can't think of the word, but some kind of design in there. And like shroom lights or something. Some kind of like dome I see here. And then I still need to figure out what container this chicken jockey is going in the center. And that's gonna be something that's gonna be on my mind for a second. Gonna be on my mind. But we do need to see what the Dispenser of Doom has in store for us today. Kind of like in the Theater of the Old World, but not as ornate. Not as ornate. I don't want to put that much into it. Like literally just want like a strip of deep slate tile on like either side or something like that. Morning, Deep, how are you? You're just in time to see what the Dispenser of Doom has in store for us. So this is what's inside. This is potentially what is going to be on top of our crafting table pillar. Let us see what the Dispenser of Doom has in store for us today. Okay, we got the easy mode today. We got the easy mode. Let's hope we don't fail our easy mode challenge. But if you're on Team We Believe, let's see some hype in the chat because we are on the easy mode. And it's raining. Is it? Oh no! It's very dramatic when that happens. I forgot to close my trap door. And just fell through the floor. Oops. Yeah, no, we're not gonna be able to sleep away this rain. Oh well, look, the rain stopped. Lovely. Lovely. Just in time for us to do the prediction. The Dispenser of Doom is on our side, and so is the weather. That's rare. That's rare. Well, you fell. I did fall. I did fall. If you have any wobble emotes, let's see them in the chat because we're gonna see if we can land on a stack of crafting tables. Taking it all in. I can see my house from here. My idea with those boats is I wanted to be able to flick the boats from the front door of my house to the island, to the center island, and like just be able to go click, 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 click. But I need like a fourth boat in there to accomplish that. Either way, will we be able to land on this block? We're about to find out. Here we go. I've had some practice. I've upset the crows and the ravens today. Oh yeah, baby, we did it. We still got it. Even though the last time, which was like 7 days ago, and we were sick and we were out and we didn't have the practice, but we still did it. And I think the last time we missed. But not this time. Not this time. Thank you for the GG, Seabad. Tiz, we did it. We done did it. Team We Believe. We landed on the block. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in the prediction. Always a fun time. Thank you for the GG. Deep, appreciate you. Yeah, we added in the Dispenser of Doom because we're getting good. And I hesitated for a long time to say we were getting good because we would keep like falling and missing and hitting our head on the pillar and all these other things, slipping off and whatnot. But I feel like we've been pretty consistent now, so we might be able to graduate. We're gonna be the best at landing on things in like 10 years. We're gonna be so good at landing on everything. Even I think the hardest thing to land on, we decided, would be a candle in the current, with all the current items in the game. I think a candle is the most difficult thing to land on, which we have not attempted yet. But maybe sometime in the not so distant future, we will be landing on candles. No, we still got to get good on walls, because we're pretty good on walls, but not 100%. Not 100%, but we have done a few of those. But my friends, this is just about all the time that I do have to be streaming for today. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We will be live again. Iron bar is easier than a wall. A wall is weird because of the hitbox of it, or the collision box is like really weird. Iron bar is easier than candle. What's your tier list of difficulty? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But we will be live again on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on your time zone. Our schedule is up to date on Twitch. We also are most likely going to have a special guest on our stream the next time. So that's very exciting. We like never have guests on stream, but I think next time we're going to have a special guest. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I am going to find someone here on the internet to say hello to. If you want to participate in the raid, stick around for a moment. Guest type, right? Ooh, special guest type, right? Exciting. It is very exciting. All right, we are going to raid Jeff Carrots today. I'm going to set this up, copy the raid messages if you want to participate. Boom. All right, let's go say hi to Jeff. And y'all, thank you so much for joining me. Special guest next time. I'll be in Jeff's chat for a little bit. I will be on Discord, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Diva and Tiz, y'all are amazing and awesome, and I love you. Bye, Deep. Take care of yourself. Thank you all so much for being here. See you in the next one. Bye.